Hey YouTube viewers, welcome back to my video of how to play Vanguard. My name is Ultimate125 and today I'm going to be playing with Spencer Petrie.
The ginger.
Who doesn't have a YouTube account. And our cameraman is Mr. 061678.
Yep.
And in this video I'm just going to, me and Spencer are both going to explain how to play Vanguard. So as you can see, we have our starting Vanguard face down now, and we're going to be using like the beginner starter mat. So, Spencer.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay.
And if you're wondering why it's shaking, Fred has problems with adrenaline.
So let's begin.
His
Stand
hands
up.
shake too much.
Vanguard. So then, as first turn, I get to draw a card. And then, since it's a grade 0, I need to write a grade 1, and you only could write once per turn. And there is some starting Vanguard that allows you to move to a rear guard.
Depending on the effects.
Yes. So I just wrote to a grade 1 from a grade 0, but since this is the first turn, I can't attack, so now it's Spencer's turn.
Damn, I hate this hand.
So as you can see, he just rolled his grade 1, and due to that, if you see what he just did, he only could call grades that are equal or less than to the current one.
And I'll go at you. That's all I can do right now. I'll go at you for 16.
Now in the attack.
2,000 from him.
Okay. So from the attack battle, if the Vanguard is, I'm gonna say no guard. I'll show you what a guard is later. So no guard. What he just did was a drive check, which only happens stand trigger, 5,000 plus. And I cannot stand.
Anyway, so you go.
So right, call, and call. So again, writing grade 2 over grade 1. Once per turn, you can only write once. So then I'm gonna attack with my rear guard with a boost. Only cards with a boost symbol can only boost the ones in the front. Front rows can only attack. Battle Riser's effect activates, plus 3,000 if he's boosting an overgrapplers, 14,000 to your Vanguard.
No guard.
Alright, so now his effect activates. I look at the top 5 of my card.
I'm grade locked. Unless I get something good.
And I bring Kaiser to the hand, and the rest goes to the bottom of my deck in any order I want.
And unlike these two doofuses, you do not have to start your damage zone at the top of the mat. You usually start it where it says damage zone, but
it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Well,
It's stupid if you do it the other way. This is not the card game from the show.
With a boost, 16,000 to the Vanguard. And like I said, Vanguard's attacking, so depending on what Spencer chooses, if he wants to guard or not.
Nah.
So only the Vanguard has the ability to do a drive check. I got a heal trigger. We can only heal if we have the same damage. We do, so I take 1 damage. So I heal 1 damage.
I prefer you taking 1 damage.
My go?
Yes, it is.
Finally, thank you.
Spencer, I would like to explain a little too while you're playing. I don't want to be the only person talking here. Say something too. Don't be just a bystander.
Alright, so I'm calling, I rode Slagle Sword, and I moved this guy down and so I could call him.
Which is possible, and I almost forgot Battle Riser's effect after boosting and goes back to deck. It is important to remember cards' effect to people, so make sure you pay attention to that.
So, going to activate his effect. I counterblast. He gets plus 2,000.
And how counterblasting works is due to the card's effect. You see a card that that has the flip-looking thing. You can only counter. Spencer, you could say this one.
So you can flip your damage over, which is called a counterblast, and this guy specifically gets plus 2,000 until the end of turn.
And a counterblast is the purple one, not the blue one.
Blue one is to soul charge, isn't it?
Blue one is, I believe, Soul Blast.
There's one that's Soul Blast, and then there's one that's
Orange
Soul
is Soul Charge.
Yeah. So there's other two things that has the card representing.
17 to your Vanguard.
Nogar.
But because Josh picked Nova Grapplers, we
Critical?
won't see any Soul Charge.
Plus 5,000.
You might see a little bit.
So I just got a critical, so I put a plus 5,000 to my Vanguard, 13,000. And the rear guard cannot do a drive check. Like I said, only the Vanguard has the ability to do that.
So that is going to be
Unless you're a cheater like
15,000
Bob.
to your Vanguard.
No guard.
Check. Nothing.
Check. I got another critical, plus 5,000 to my Vanguard. So now
There you
he's on
go.
18,000. Stand and draw. So now I'm going to ride my grade 3. Call
Alright.
and call.
Okay.
So then I'm going to do a 17,000. And technically in every battle you don't need to always target a Vanguard. You could also target the rear guards. Alright. So Magician Girl Kirara is going to attack your grade 2.
Alright. No guard.
So now I'm going to activate her effect. Some effect can only be activated with a requirement.
Yeah.
So her requirement is as long as she could hit at least something, I could do counterblast 2 cards, which allows you to draw an extra card. And like I said in my last episode, having a hand size is a very important deal. So now my Vanguard is going to do a 19,000 to your Vanguard.
Gonna do a 15 guard.
So, you want to explain the guard?
No.
Okay. So how the guard work is the shield on the side of the cards is the only thing that adds to the Vanguard or any card that you're guarding with. So he just said 15,000. So 15,000 plus 9,000, that puts him at 24. I guess my 19,000, that requires me to have 1 trigger to just hit him. And like I said, grade 3 has the ability of twin drive check. So first check, and my second check. So I got no triggers. I failed the attack. And how the hit works is if it's a tie, it still hits. And if it's equal, it hits. If it's equal, it hits. Well, actually, I said the same thing. More hits, equal hits, lower, obviously miss. So I'm going to do an 8,000 to your other rear. So now it's your turn.
This just plain sucks. Yeah, so I'm going to counterblast. And that is going to be 17,000.
And no guard.
Check. Nothing.
And don't just think just because like he didn't ride a grade 3 yet, it's just because he doesn't have one in his hand. And so because of that, we call that a grade lock, I guess. So my turn, stand and draw.
Yay.
Call. So then Kirara is gonna attack for 17 to your Vanguard.
No guard.
Okay.
5,000.
And you can't heal because you're
It's 3. You're at 3.
Well, no. Technically, how the damage works is when you're taking damage, the 2 is you still have 2. So when a heal trigger comes in, it still goes to damage and nothing heals.
5,000 plus.
So now his
He's at
Vanguard is now 14. So now I'm going to attack with a 19 to the Vanguard.
And no guard.
So then turn drive check. First check. Second check.
Damage check. 5,000 plus.
There you go.
Shield.
So now he's at 19,000. But now I'm going to activate my Vanguard Beast Deity Azure Dragon's effect. It's called Persona Blast. I discard a card, that copy of it, from my hand to the drop zone. And his effect, I can just stand 2 on my rear guards. Alright, so now 16,000 to your Vanguard.
No guard.
Turtle's effect.
5,000 plus.
Turtle's effect.
Critical. Just
5.
because.
Wait, doesn't he have like 15,000 plus?
Yeah, and I
Right
has
now,
15,000.
How the hell did Josh hit when you had a 10,000 plus?
Oh, whoops.
Good point.
Well, now I can't hit any. Well, I can't hit, so it's now his turn. Sorry, viewers.
Remember, people, the trigger lasts until the end of the turn, not just for the slight battle it comes out.
Yeah. Sorry, viewers.
activating both these guys as effects. He gets plus 1,000 until the end of the turn. He gets a plus 3,000 boost until the end of the turn.
Okay.
No,
When
let's
this
all
unit
look at
attacks, if the number of cards in my hand is less than my opponent's, this unit gets plus 3,000 until the end of the
So
battle.
as you can see, I have more than him.
So that's going to be 18,000 to your vanguard.
No guard. Check.
19,000 to your vanguard.
And then from here on, I'm going to do a 15 guard.
Which means 2 triggers.
Yep.
First check. Second check, and I got nothing. Here you go, Josh.
So now it's my turn. Stand and draw. So then Kirara is going to attack your rear guard for 17.
No guard.
Activating your effect. Counterblast 2. Draw a card. Card. So then Azure Kaiser will attack for 19.
I'll do a 15 guard.
So now I need 2 triggers. So then first check. Second check. Okay. So then I couldn't hit. So 16 to your vanguard.
No guard.
Tortoise's effect. Okay. Looking. Nothing. So now it's your turn, Spencer.
Draw. Activating his effect.
Okay.
He gets plus 3,000.
Okay.
10,000 to your rear guard.
I'm going to do a 5 intercept. So grade 2 has the ability of intercept like I said on my last video. So now I just guard it for 5,000 with just Tortoise.
I believe that is 12,000 to your vanguard.
And I'm going to no guard at the 12,000. I got a draw trigger. Plus 5,000 to my vanguard. So now he's now at 16,000. And I can draw an extra card.
19 to your vanguard.
Now I'm going to use a perfect guard for this one.
So I can't.
So perfect guards are technically nulls. So I think the name now changed to Omni Guard, right?
Yep, because they don't actually perfectly guard.
So let's go 5,000 plus.
Okay.
And nothing.
So now it's my turn. Stand and draw.
I should have done the other one, but oh well.
So now I'm going to call. Well, Kirara is going to attack your vanguard for 17.
I'll take that one.
17 to your vanguard. So now, remember people, he's at the 5th damage,
shit.
so 1 more damage if he takes, he's going to lose the game.
5
Okay?
or 10 guard.
And then 19,000 to the vanguard.
Gotta
First check.
take this one.
Heal trigger. Plus 5,000 and heal. Second check. Draw trigger.
See, this is why we don't like Josh. He always heals when we die. And it makes us want to slap him in the face.